This is question 9 of practice test number 2, our last tracing example. I'll just go ahead and get started. This is my first line of code that I will execute, and so I'll start getting my variables together. You can decide trying to decide whether I want to put my variables up here. I think I'll try to list my variables for the method next to the method for this one, because I have enough space. So I'll put my A here and set it to 1. So just doing 1, 2, and 3 in quick succession here. Let me set up my variables. Now I hit my while loop for number 4. Negative 4 is less than 0. Looks like I need a place for output. I'm not sure where to put that. I think maybe there's a little space underneath here, but I don't want to scroll for this video, so I'm just going to stick it up at the very top. And hope for the best. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll put it over on the side, right down the side. Okay, so I will print out a star. Oops. Pretend that's a star. Here. Now it looks like I'm going to be adding to the value of C, but I have to make a method call first. So I'm hanging out here until I can complete zoom for step 7. So at step 7, I'm up here in the zoom method, and zoom has its own A and B, so I'm going to list them here and make sure I know what's going in them. At step 6, I'm passing in B and C. That's 3 and negative 4. So that's 3 here and negative 4 here. It looks like I also have an R, which is set to 1. In step 9, 3 is not less than negative 4, so I will skip over to 10, which says else if negative 4 is greater than 1, which is also not true. So at step 11, I'm down here at the end of the else, and I'm returning R, which is 1. That means as I scan my eye up the column, I'm looking for the 6, which is where I was called. I'm returning R here, which is a 1. Therefore, this call to zoom, the whole thing in here is a 1. That means I'm adding 1 to C. Now I add 1 to A. Now I go around the while loop again. 8. Step 8's here. C is still less than 0, so I go ahead and print that star. At step 9, or step 10, I'm going to go ahead and make that same call to zoom. This time B and C are 3 and negative 3. So if I want to cross these out or I can just put a line under them, maybe that's nicer, so that I can retain those values. B and C are 3 and negative 3. We're at, oh, see, I've done this again with my wrong numbers. 8, 9, and 10 should have actually been 12, 13, and 14. That's confusing. Okay, so at step 15, I'm up here in zoom, and I've put in my variables. At step 16, R gets set to 1 again. It's still 1. Step 17, if A is less than B, no it's not. Step 18, else if B is greater than R, no it is not. Therefore at step 19, I'm again returning a 1. Over here, and then I'm adding that 1 to C. So that becomes a negative 2. You can start to see a pattern here, hopefully. Okay, this time I'm going to be good about my numbers, so then my next number is going to be a 20 here when I add to A. Oh, now I have duplicate 7s. Never mind, just I'm forging ahead at this point. Okay, so for step 21, I'm going around the while loop. Yep, C is still less than 0. 22, print out the star. 23. Make another call to zoom, this time passing 3 and negative 2. And that means that at 24, I've got my variables in. At 25, R gets set to 1 again. At 26, I do my same test. Is 3 less than negative 2? No, it's not. 27 is negative 2 greater than 1? No, it's not. 28, I return R. Over here, where I then add it to C, at 29, I add 1 to A, and then I go around the loop again. C is still negative, so for 31 I print a star. 32 I make that method call again, passing 3 and negative 1 as parameters. At 33 I set up my variables. At 34 I set up R. At 35 I check to see if 3 is less than negative 1. No, it's not. 36 I check to see if negative 1 is greater than 1. No, it's not. At 37 I return 1. Back down here, that means at line 30, so at this point a 1 is again added to C, which is 0. At line 38 I add 1 to A. And now I go around the loop again. C is finally not less than 0, so I'm out of this while loop, and at line 40-ish, I print out the value of A, which is A colon 5. And that is that.